Hello everyone, welcome to GKL. Easy peasy, elements quizy, take it easy. Today we are having a special guest. I know him as Professor Lawi, but before I do that, he will introduce himself. But before you continue, consider subscribing, like and share our content. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too. Wonderful introduction there. Yes, my name is Lawi Otieno. Of course, I'm a professor without a PhD, that is.
And a professor without a PhD.
Yes, okay. So I'm glad to be here and thank you for hosting me.
That's all?
That's all.
Professor Lawi.
Yes.
How did that name came from? Where did it come along?
Oh, you know, professors are more learned people.
Yeah.
So it did not come here from campus,
yeah,
or start yesterday. It's a name I have had since primary school. Then in high school, it built up, and then in campus now it became more vocal. And anywhere I go, people say you are a professor. Wow. So I said, then let me adapt that. I'm now a professor. It came about because of maybe some people say I am not aware.
Wow.
Maybe you can tell me.
Sure.
Some people say that I have a lot of intellectual acumen, that there is something unique about my mind. But I'm here to do a scientific study about that.
Wow.
And verify. Yes, yes.
So, beyond that,
yes,
what are you studying here? Or I'm sure that you are a student. What are you taking? What are you studying? And
yeah, you know, sometimes back we used to make a joke that if someone asks you, if you say I am taking procurement, someone would ask you, where are you taking it? So, but anyway, without that, I am taking a Bachelor of Science in Electrical and Electronics Engineering. I'm not taking it anywhere. I'm taking it into my brain. I'm gaining knowledge and skills in that field.
Yeah.
That is Bachelor of Science, Electrical and Electronics Engineering. That is what I'm trying to be, to turn into, to be deformed. You know, in the university you say you come formed, then your mind is deformed. Yeah. So I'm trying to be deformed to be an engineer. That is it. Yes. Yes.
I like that. The point of correction. You know what?
Yeah.
Somebody told me that before during my interview,
yes,
I have to be keen when interviewing Professor Lawi.
You should. You should. You should.
How is engineering taking you so far?
So painful, a little bit nice, bittersweet, a combination of feelings. Mm-hmm. Yes, but I can say, you know, when you register for something, mm-hmm, you definitely must have the power of doing it. Yeah. So so far I cannot say it's bad, neither can I say it's good, but I am there in the shaky waters, walking in the mud, yeah, sliding and standing, sure, then moving and falling, but rising up again.
Absolutely.
Yes, that is it.
I like that.
Yeah.
Back to the business.
Oh.
You are the SEC.
Yeah.
You have been consecutively held elections as the Chebukati of the institution.
Yes.
In the year 2021-2022 academic year.
Yes.
In the year 2022-2023 academic year.
Yes.
And you have also been among the commissioners.
Yes.
So since you came into this institution, you
sure,
have been heading elections.
Sure, that's true.
You was quoted from a previous media platform saying that when you take those politicians, those offices, yeah, you always make sure they deliver.
Yeah.
Kindly explain to us.
First, you have called me Chebukati, but I think some people called me Museveni. Some say that I've refused to retire from university politics, yeah, but I'm sure it's true. I've been in the system of politics for now. 2019, I was there as a member of SEC. Then I joined as chairperson. That 2021-22. Then 23-24 now, yeah, this time around. And this, I bet, is my last time because God willing, I will be graduating. Yeah, but as I said, as it was quoted, mm-hmm, that the jackpot is in praying for the leaders you elect, and not in baseless propaganda and opposition.
Yeah.
You know, in the university, there's a doctor who told me one day that in the university we play intellectual politics. That is even the kind of opposition done here. So mainly the reason why I was saying that ensuring university students deliver is by holding them up in prayer. Is because first, my faith, of course, must have influence about that predominantly.
Sure.
Then secondly, after observing carefully how other universities do their politics, I realized that the extremely vocal opposition does not deliver much. Indeed, it is said that power does not like noise.
Power does not like noise.
Yes, power does not like noise, and authorities do not like people shouting at them. So that is why I was saying that there must be a soft way of doing opposition to student politics. In essence, that is what I was saying. Yes, yes. So that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, it
Now,
is not baseless propaganda and opposition. Yeah, you got to do something
you speak
intellectual.
to them after they have got into those offices?
I do. I follow up with them. When I hear their mistakes, I visit them as my leaders. I tell them, you know, you got this, but people are saying 1, 2, 3, 4 things about you. What is it with this? You see, it is a mode of keeping someone accountable in a way that is pleasant to them, that respects them, that respects their views. Because, you know, as a leader also believes whatever they are doing is the right thing. So when you are coming with your voice, you come as a third party.
Yeah.
And for a third party to be heard, you also must make your opinions a little bit respectful.
Yeah.
And that is why what I simply do to the leaderships that come in, I follow up with them, I talk to them, I greet them on a daily basis, knowing that they have a lot of pressure of students delivering 1, 2, 3 their academics. I also talk to them on psychological issues.
Yeah.
Yes, that is what I do.
Okay.
Yes.
Having in mind that in Kenya it has not been easy to accept results
Yeah.
when it comes to politics, how do you deal with the cases of the remaining candidates who didn't make it to the finals or to the council?
You know, election is a process. So the first thing you have to do when doing elections is to ensure that every process follows the law. The issue of contending results is ideally an issue of someone's freedom to, of course, contend against results.
Sure.
But how do you ensure that this freedom does not infringe the freedom of the person who won?
Yeah.
By you, who is the intermediate person, the one organizing the elections, you ensure you do something that follows the procedures provided in the law. You see, so first thing when organizing elections, you ensure that the elections are made to be free and fair, and not only made to be, they have to be seen also to be free and fair.
Yeah.
Then number 2, you must keep in touch with the different political factions and prepare them psychologically. Tell them this is a game of probability. The highest chance is of losing than winning. Yes, the chance of losing is greater than the chance of winning.
Prepare them.
Yes, prepare people psychologically. Tell them only one team will have to win, but all of you are good. So therefore prepare yourselves. And then you bring them together on the table when making decisions that affect them, that affect their political parties. And after elections, ensure you reach out to them.
Yeah.
Call them, speak to them, tell them, you know what, you did a wonderful competition, but fate did not have it that you get the seat.
Absolutely.
And moderating also on the finances people use on campaign. That is moderated even in the national politics. You know, when someone spends a lot of money in their campaigns, you realize it can be difficult to accept results because they have to get a counter attack there, and when getting their counter attack, they will be destructive, organizing strikes here and there, you see. So one thing you must ensure, moderate their spending on the elections.
Sure.
And even if someone loses, they will say, to hell with it. Furthermore, I did not spend too much. I didn't spend a fortune, you see. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yes, that's it.
Nothing to another subject.
Yes.
But let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
Since you have been there for like 3 consecutive academic years,
Yes.
what have you seen so common to the team that gets its ticket to the council?
First,
During their campaign, starting from their campaign, their organization, their plan, up to the day of election.
First, I think what the common factor I have seen among the teams that win is earlier preparation. For example, if I remember so well, I think the teams that have been winning, they have had their, university elections are about delegates. The delegate system of election we have, courtesy of the parliamentary bill that controls the university elections. You see, when one wants to win, and this indeed is what they have been doing, the teams that have been winning, you start by preparing your delegates so early. As others are making noise and shouting on social media and making hula baloo saying how this time they are the ones taking it, you who is serious, you should be organizing your team. That is, ensure in every school you have already identified your delegates. By the time the Student Electoral Commission declares a council dissolved and declares elections beginning, you already have set your delegates in every school, you have already set your delegates in every department, you already have your finances. As soon as the Swahili say mbiu ya mgambo, yes, ikilia, that you know it, yeah. So immediately the mbiu wa mgambo ikilia, then you do your thing, you see. So earlier preparation, that is what I have seen with the teams that win. Earlier preparation, and then the ability to move with what the students want to hear, you see. Yes, the African politics, there is something voters want to hear always. I will not mention them, but as sure as we know, there are things voters want to hear. Be ready to give them that information they want to hear, and you'll find yourself in the seat. Yes, there is no deep state. There is no deep state.
Come on.
There is no deep state.
Come on, Jerome.
It is preparation.
Let's go to national politics.
Yes.
In Nigeria.
Yes.
Because you are stating that there are no deep state.
Yeah.
Are you aware of what's happening in Nigeria?
I'm aware, although I might not comment much, but I am aware.
I think the issue is in court.
Yes, it's in court. Let's respect them.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Let me stop there.
Yeah.
How does the election process in the university start, and how does it go through?
Oh wow. So and I'm surprised many university students do not know how their elections take place. Some have not even read their student council constitutions and what. But I will give you free lecture, provided that you will pay me after this. So I think first it begins with the declaration of a council dissolved.
Yeah.
After a council is dissolved, and of course the person who is remaining there as the chairperson remains as the caretaker.
Yeah.
After a council is dissolved, the body organizing the elections, I saw Machakos University doing theirs.
Yeah.
The body organizing the election calls for applicants to apply for the positions of councils. First, they do registration of political parties.
Yeah.
The parties are registered based on the fundamental threshold that should be met. Like they must have maybe 400 registered members, above 400 registered members. After parties are registered, these parties then bring their council applicants, those who are applying to be in the student council. After they bring their council applicants, these council applicants go through a vetting process, a very thorough process. They are vetted based on their academic credentials.
Yeah.
They are vetted based on their character. They are vetted based, and this is not like what you see maybe in some national spheres where the vetting is thorough,
yeah,
and is very deliberate, and it is also very transparent. Yeah. If you qualify, you qualify. If you don't, you don't.
How do you prove to a certain candidate that you have a poor character, that you can't go to the office, and it is that he is a potential leader?
Of course, character is never hidden. Character is out there seen. How you conduct yourself throughout your study in the university, people observe you, and people will indeed say, this one you're giving us is not fit for office. You see, you can't hide your character.
Go on.
If maybe you like eating too much, you can't hide it, isn't it?
Yeah.
So character will always be seen, and people will know. Maybe you have issues with the. Perhaps you have ever been caught by the police trying to piga people ngeta in town. You see, that is what we talk about character. So you go through that verification process. After going through the verification process, if you qualify, then now you are allowed to align yourself on the road. Hit the road with campaigns. Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
That is it.
Let be specific now to this. In that election day.
Yes.
students are not aware of the processes that are undertaken in that room, what happens what is the procedural, what is the requirement for a certain candidate to be, or not a candidate, a student to be allowed to vote?
Oh yeah, it's
or to exercise his right.
It's a replica of what happens in the national forum. You know very well, when you get in as a voter, first you have to be identified. There is a voter register there. You are identified. After you are identified, then you have to go through. You are given the ballots. That is, if you are in the register. After giving the ballots, you tick and mark whoever you think is fit to lead you. Then you drop into the ballot. Then you are marked, and then you go. It's as simple as ABCD.
But let me ask you this: what are the requirements now for the students? What do I have to come?
Oh
because I have to identify myself. I belong here.
Of course. We won't ask you to carry a check of 50,000 Kenya shillings. You only need to carry your student ID. And in cases where there are no student IDs, of course, people come with the clearance letters from the various offices that are required to clear, maybe with your national ID, but basically it's a student ID. Then you vote. After voting, you get back to your hostel room.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, in the university,
it's
a delegate system.
Yes.
University Act 2016 by Aden Duale.
Yes, the Duale Bill.
Absolutely.
Yeah. First, even before I give my take, I will give some sneak peeks about it. You know, sometimes I have wondered why Kenya has not adopted that system.
The delegate system?
Yes, because it's a very good system, as far as I am concerned.
What do you mean?
It is good in that it is financially achievable. It is not expensive as what we do currently. This is the reason why I say that. First, on finances, it is regulated, well regulated on spending. Number two, we also have, it weeds out corruption. Reduced cases of corruption in election and bribery of voters and what is reduced. Number three, it makes voters feel that their votes count, because after they elect the delegate they trust with their vote, the delegate goes and elects the person they want. So I wonder why Kenya has not adopted that system. But I know there are opinions outside there.
Let me ask you.
Yes.
Before you continue,
yes.
You have stated that it's cheap, like it's cost effective learning. Cost effective.
Yes.
How do you mean by cost effective? And I know each and every ballot that was to be printed, in fact it will be some additions for the delegates to go and vote for now the candidate that they are representing.
Yes.
How is it cost effective?
You see, the cost of an election is not only done in terms of the materials used, but also on the economic time.
Absolutely.
It impacts. You realize that this process of delegate system is very efficient, very fast. Within a short time, elections are done. And so the number of days and times we take, for example, for the national case, where you have to wait for 1 week, the choir in Bomas is singing, and you have to be kept on panic. You don't know whether chaos are going to, you know, the choir is singing, and you have to wait. That panic, it eats onto investment, you see. Number two, we have, when you have a delegate system, it is on rare occasions that chaos will erupt, because definitely someone knows I have this number of delegates, this is how faithful they are to me. If they are elected, they are going to, even before the election is called, even before the election is conducted, you can easily call the election and know who is going to win, by the virtue of how many of their delegates are more popular with the people, how many of their delegates do they have who are going to stand a chance of winning. You see that? So it makes people to take elections on a light matter. So I know there are opinions outside there that the delegate system diluted democracy. Hello, may I tell you, democracy is not about shouting and making noise, in as much as you're given that. But democracy is the ability for you to exercise the power you have been given by your constitution, you see. So if the delegate system gives you the power to exercise your mandate as a voter, I don't see any dilution of democracy. Not unless someone wants to have their own agenda of shouting. And by the way, let us take note. since the delegate system came in, how many strikes have you seen in universities concerning elections? Very few.
Yeah.
Very few strikes.
And about mass killing.
Yes, very few of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it's a good system. It is a good system. It should be adopted in Kenya. Yeah, I can vouch for that. It is a good system.
Okay.
Yeah, and when a professor says something is good, be sure it's good. It's good. Yeah.
When a professor says something,
It's good.
be sure it's good.
Be
It's
sure.
right.
It is. It is. Yes.
To some probability.
Yeah.
Let's go outside there, beyond politics now.
Yeah.
Are you used to read a lot of socio-political books? Socio-political books, or just engineering?
I read books, and that is
books?
yes, I read books. Whether socio-political, historical, religious, all cadres of books.
Yeah.
The only ones I don't like so much are the ones that advance maybe things like extreme feminism, extreme masculinity. But I read books. But even those, I read so that I can get the thinking of whoever was writing. You see, yes. But I read. I read. Yes.
Help us to understand now from the knowledge that you have gained from those books.
Yes.
Which is the book that you can advise second floor, third floor youths
Yes.
to make sure that they read that book?
Oh, to make sure that they read.
Which one can you advise them? Make sure you read before you go to the fourth floor.
There's a book written by the famous actor called Jackie Chan. I think it is called Not Growing Up, something of that sort.
You think Jackie Chan?
Yes, Jackie Chan, the famous actor.
Come on, Professor.
Oh, I tell you, he's a good writer. He's a good author. He has written some books there.
Okay.
Yeah, he has written.
What's his name?
Is it called Growing Up or Not Growing Up? But it's a book that talks about his life, his profession, and the advances he has made since he was born. Yes, it's a very good book I would recommend for anyone.
Not growing up.
Yes, Not Growing Up.
Jackie Chan.
And he quotes, he says, the only way of not growing up is by you loving what you do.
The only way
Of not growing up.
of not
Growing up.
up.
Yes.
is by,
You loving what you do.
so you don't have to like what you do.
Is by you loving what you do. So when you love what you do, you will never grow old in that profession.
Oh yeah.
Yes, if you love engineering,
Yeah.
you'll never grow old in that profession. If you love your family, you will never grow old in family life and love matters. If you love people, you will never grow old in that.
Yeah.
So Not Growing Up is a very good book. I'd recommend for anyone. It's a good book.
Exactly.
Yes, it's a good book.
Especially for the youths.
For the youth particularly.
Absolutely.
Because they need to know how to not to grow up.
Yeah.
You see, let me tell you, Gerard.
Yes, kindly.
Sometimes a youth gets a job and then within 1 month they are tired. They want to resign from the job.
Currently, I'm not employed, so I have no such.
You may not have, but as soon as you get, trust you me, you will get the pressure at workplace and then you will want to resign. Or someone goes somewhere and they just want to drop. They just want to drop. Whether it's a course in the university, they just want to drop. Whether it's a profession, they just want to drop. So that book is very important.
Yeah.
For people who feel they need to drop. They can read it. They will know the only way of not growing up. And I also say the only way of not growing tired is to love what you do. Yes, if you are doing Django, love it. Love it, you will not grow tired.
Absolutely.
Yes, that is it.
About engineering, or you are final year
Yes.
student in 5th year,
Yes.
if I'm not wrong.
Yes.
How do you feel that, in next semester or this semester?
Next
Leaving
semester.
the institution?
Next semester, yes.
How do you feel?
A little bit happy, a little bit sad. Mixed reactions. Because I have interacted and bonded with people here. I feel like I should stay with them more or longer. But happy because now I'm getting out there. I want to go and see what people see outside there. People say the famous Swahili quote that maisha ya huku nje.
Maisha ya huku nje.
Yes, I want to go and see that maisha ya huko nje. Yes, so a little bit happy, a little bit sad. Happy that, of course, I will not be having cats and rats and perhaps dogs, if you may. If you may. Yes, so that makes me happy.
I wish you well.
Thank you.
I wish you well.
Thank you. Thank you.
And the next, let's hear about the comments of the folks.
Yeah.
Here they are about Lawi. Somebody says,
Yes.
being the very first professor that I knew from the first day of
Yes.
orientation of MURANGA University of Technology.
Yes.
This makes one of a very great men I met. You oriented me to the kingdom of the light.
Yeah.
And Saturday on the Kiharu Stadium.
Oh wow. Wow.
So
wow.
you
Wow.
are likely to know.
Wow.
the
Wow.
You
Wow.
are an example
Yes.
to me.
Yes.
So I'm praying to God, good things for you.
Yes.
God always be there for you.
Yes.
Indeed, may Lord keep you holding your hand.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Another person says,
Yes.
this guy for decision making, acha tu.
Oh. Yeah, my decisions are painful sometimes.
Yeah.
Yes, sometimes they are not so good. Yes.
We shall come to that.
Okay.
Let us read the comments first.
Yes.
A person who can handle all matters,
Yeah.
no matter how difficult they seem to be.
Oh, I didn't know.
May God keep
I didn't know
increasing
that.
your knowledge and wisdom.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Gentlemen,
I didn't know that.
may your life be full of God, peace, and joy.
Oh, thank you.
Another person says,
Yes.
here's Lawi Ondiek.
Yes. Ondiek.
Ondiek.
Yeah, Ondiek is Kisi. Ondiek is Luo. Yes.
Okay, let's
Yes.
not go to that direction.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here's Lawi Ondiek,
Yes.
the son of Nyar Kasimu.
Nyar Kisumu.
Kisumu.
A daughter of the people of Kisumu.
Never seen a man of his kind.
Yes.
This guy has brain. Come, you remember?
Oh my goodness.
Which he works to avoid retardation.
Oh wow.
He is always ready to provide relevant support and rebuke. That's another person.
Oh.
Another one says,
Wow.
one of the funniest.
Wow. Why do I feel like you're reading my ideology and I'm still alive?
You're popular. You know, you're inspiring a lot of people outside there.
Oh, I'm glad about
Another
that.
one says, one of the funniest, brilliant, and intelligent, and the most ultra-genius man of the commission will ever have.
My goodness.
Mark those words.
Ultra genius.
Ultra-genius.
I think you're overdoing it, you guys.
His English.
I think they are.
His English
Yeah.
is not a mistake, but truly rooted from Kisumu,
I think guys are overdoing it.
the son of the lake.
Are they reading my ideology? Come on, guys. Have you been told I'm dying tomorrow? Or what is it?
Take on that. People are very inspired with you, your leadership.
I didn't know, but now I know,
But now you know.
and I'm glad. You know, our purpose is to influence people's lives positively.
Come on, let me ask you
Yes.
before you continue.
Yes.
Is this the time you are knowing that people admire your leadership or your leader?
I would say, not really the time, but to that great extent.
Yeah.
To that great extent that now there are many people talking about my leadership and admiring the admirations. I've never thought it could be like that. I've always known that there are some 1, 2, 3 people which I close down in my corner and maybe advise, but I didn't know it's that great number of people.
But I just read the text of, I think
now I
6
should.
of them. I think 100%.
I think I should now vie for the presidency of Kenya.
Yeah.
Because now I have many followers.
Absolutely.
Will you support me? Will you?
Because that behind the curtains we shall talk.
Okay.
Now, let me ask you this.
Yes.
Have you ever had an idea of vying for presidency in this institution?
No.
Why?
Um,
Politics?
I love commenting about politics, but not doing politics.
I don't want to call you a coward, but
You have.
let's talk about, you know, when we are in campus, you know,
Yes.
we are youth, you know,
Yeah.
everybody is aspiring to have the best.
Sure.
within the school.
Yeah, that's true.
Even if you go to select the fish,
Mhm.
speak of the fish.
You had to talk about fish. Yes, talk about it.
I'm not becoming personal.
Yeah.
But you will pick the fattest. I don't know whether
Yeah.
the thread fattest fish.
Yes, the best of bests.
Let me ask you, are you dating?
I hope I did not come to the studio to to be made to okay. But anyway, I would say a straight no.
No.
Yes,
A
no.
direct no.
No.
What do you think about campus dating?
I think highly of it. I think good of it. You know, there's a speech I quoted somewhere. Maybe I can quote it here also. About first president of Nigeria, Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, when he said that it was on 15th May 1964, I think. He said that he was giving a speech on tribalism, and Dr. Azikiwe said that every human being has a tendency of living together, and when they live together they form a society, and that society develops to have its ethos and taboos. You see that? So campus dating, first we know every human being wants to stay together, isn't it? And if every human being wants to stay together, therefore there must be possibility of dating. And if people are dating, there must be rules and ethos and taboos. There must be rules and there must be regulations about that. You see that? So I think it's not a bad thing. Although people have different varied opinions about it, but my intellectual take about it.
Your take.
My intellectual take about it.
And everybody.
It's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing because where else do you want to know someone? At workplace? Come on, you're busy doing work. Where else do you want to know someone? Yes, I think it's a good thing to do it in campus, but within the walls of morality. And also to ensure that it does not drag your academics down, because that is the purpose for which you came. Yeah, so I think it's a good idea. Yes.
And you know what?
Yes.
Somebody told me sometime back that Charles Darwin was speaking about when you see a species is living alone,
yes,
it has separated itself with some others.
Yes.
It is either is very foolish or very wise.
But I tend to think the foolish part takes a greater toll. Either the species are a little bit more foolish, but also wisdom can be there. Wisdom can be there because you know wisdom is hidden. Wisdom is so much hidden. So wisdom can also be there. And I think I'm wise. I am wise.
One word about the millennium leaders. Starting from the university to the national level.
Do your best to serve your electorates. Yes, let us change the world. Let us change the world. Do your best, serve the electorates, and let us change the world.
Okay.
Yes.
It's that short.
Thank you.
Asking you.
Yeah.
Someone is calling here. You have to wait a little bit.
Yes.
Do you have an idea of venturing into national politics in the future? Or you still continue the same business of commentators?
Maybe as a technocrat. Maybe as a technocrat, a professional technocrat that is appointive positions. But that also, you know, priorities change with time. Yes, so maybe if my priority changes, I will consider if I have to join. But I wonder whether people will vote for me. We are with you here and you have not declared whether you will support me or not.
Speaking of which, Professor Lawi,
yes,
do you have like any urge to venture in national politics from the institution?
I think maybe as a technocrat, not as an elected leader, but that also will change with changes in priority. I may say I do not know. You know, Socrates said that the wisest is one who does not know anything.
Come on, you're speaking a lot.
You know that story? Socrates was a philosopher, and one time the oracle of Apollo was sent to go and inquire about the wisest man on earth. And when he went, The Oracle went and interviewed lawyers, went and interviewed professionals, poets, and people. And the Oracle realized that these people, they thought they had knowledge on everything. But then when the Oracle asked Socrates about who he thinks is the wisest, Socrates said that I think the wisest person is one who does not know. And then the Oracle went and declared to Apollos that Socrates is the wisest man on earth, because he has declared that he knows nothing. Therefore, the wisest person is he who does not know anything. So I will say, I do not know still. I do not know still, but maybe I will consider.
But I'll not consider you as the wisest at this Now,
yes.
Stating of that,
Yeah.
do you have like a political god, small g,
Yes.
in Kenya, either in politics, either in commentators? Yeah, do you have?
Professor Githu Muigai,
Yeah.
most wonderful lawyer of our time,
Yeah.
a great man of great intellectual wherewithal.
Yeah.
I follow him. I follow him a lot. He's a man of integrity. Former Attorney General, remember? Yes.
Absolutely.
He is, yes. He's a man of integrity. I follow him. I look up to him on matters, politics and everything. Although he's not a politician. He's a professional guy, but also engages in the systems of politics. You see, yes.
Yeah.
So I follow him. I love his life. And maybe he's the only one I can mention.
I wish we could have more time to speak about Professor.
Oh,
Lawi.
yes, he's a wonderful guy. Very brilliant.
He has a lot of things to be spoken about.
Yes.
But beyond that, next semester you'll be leaving the institution?
Sure.
If I'm not wrong.
Sure, I will be.
Tell comrades something.
Oh, comrades, dear comrades, dear comrades. I said it some time back. Comrades are told many things by politicians, lecturers, and many people. But when it comes to me, I'm told to say one thing. Anyway, I will say one thing to comrades, that the greatest gift you will ever give this university is to ensure that you keep the name of the university high. Epitomize it in your life, that this is the only place you have. The name of this university will be in your certificate, and so ensure that you develop it to the greatest extent. Give back to it, make it known to other places, and let it be an institution that you enjoy when mentioned and when linked to you. Thank you so much.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow, I like that. I know comrades outside there will equip themselves with a dictionary when they are interviewed.
Oh yeah, they have to.
They have to.
They have to.
Yeah, simply 3 words only. I have to be mean on this. Describe yourself with 3 words.
With 3 words. Oh, a man of great intellectual importance. And
Man of
great intellectual potence.
Potence. Those are more than 3.
Man of great intellectual potence. Oh, those are 4. A plus or minus 1 is always allowed in probability. You didn't do probability? Plus or minus 1.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, comment on the Millennium Leaders, like in national, school, business, and others.
They need to up their game. I'd advise them to up their game, serve the electorates, and also deliver on their promises. Yes, thank you.
Wow. Nice for meeting you. I believe that
Thank you.
is one of the wisest and brilliant people
Oh, yeah.
university have met.
Thank you.
I wish you come here after you graduate.
Yeah, I will.
We wish you
If you call me,
personally.
maybe 40.
40.
Yes, 40. Yes,
Absolutely.
yes.
We will miss you. Go outside there, make connection.
Yes.
Your network is your network.
Oh, thank you so much.
Wow, wish you well.
Thank you.
Outside there, comrades, this is GK Live. Consider liking, sharing our content. God bless.
Thank you.